Carolus sum Latinum doceo Gloversvillensis. I'm Charles, and I teach Latin at Gloversville.
Salvete discipuli.
I began teaching in 1964 in New York City. I had retired again and was home. I see this ad in the paper for a Latin teacher for Gloversville. My wife, probably figuring I had been home long enough, said, why don't you go help those kids out? Latin is no longer conversational. However, Latin is the root of our civilization here in the West.
Aequo nasci iure homines universos. Translation class, all men are created equal.
Not only is 65 to 70% of our English language coming from Latin, but also our philosophy, theology, medicine, architecture, art, music.
Proquastat uni nationi Deo decente non dividendi cum libertate justitiaque omnibus.
Great thinkers study and have written in Latin. And I think that it's important for people to study what great thinkers have written down. And I think if we want to progress, we need to know what they thought.
All right, my archaeologists, start digging. Look at that first word. As soon as you find it, let me see the hands.
The study of Latin, I believe, helps my students to think, to reason, to deduce, to analyze.
Now, if sum means I am, what does sim mean?
All of these skills are translatable in the workforce.
Charlie winning the award is a major accomplishment, not just for Charlie, but for our local as well.
Mr. Giglio has been able to make Latin accessible to all students of any socioeconomic demographic. He teaches courses 1 through 5, with the capstone being the college level course. And he makes it available to them by sometimes paying out of pocket, by sometimes fundraising, and by also utilizing his connections through the Latin Alumni Club to have scholarship.
The Latin Alumni Club was begun by 2 of my former students. We meet twice a year. We have an average of 50 alumni come back. By the time my students reach the 12th grade, it's not just Latin 5, it's not just SUNY Latin. We've gone on trips together. We've gone to Washington together. Some have come to Italy with me. So we have become a community of learners.
Charlie is a wonderful educator, but beyond just the teaching, Charlie has this ability to connect with each and every student that he has.
I think this is the note, Mr. G.
Gaudeamus igitur.
My motto for Teacher of the Year is Fiat Lux, let there be light. I believe as a teacher, I'm helping to illuminate the minds of my students, to let the light in, to expand their thinking so that they become part of the citizenry of their community. That's all part of the education that I believe I help my students achieve through this illumination. Let there be light.